Well, hey there, folks. It's me. It's Bubba T coming at you. Look here. I'm your host, just trying to bring you the most. So bend down, sit down, or lie down, and welcome to the next episode of the Bubba T Show. Let's go. All right. Welcome back. I love you to death. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the love on the second episode. I really appreciate it. People's been commenting on the addiction episode. I really appreciate the help and the support for my episodes. And I'm here to help always. So if anybody else is needing any questions about last episode, please do not hesitate to contact me and ask me questions. Everybody deserves the help that they need, and I am here to provide as much as I can. So tonight, there's a few things I want to talk about, but let's start off like this. We got the city commission meeting coming up June 9th, which is Monday, at 5 o'clock. And I hope to see anybody that's got a problem or wants to address a problem. Please show up there. Because like I've said in the past, change starts with you, change starts with voice. And that's what we're going to discuss tonight. Today we're going to air out some dirty laundry. The town kind. The kind that stinks worse than a fish fried dumpster in August. We're talking about corruption in small town leadership. You know, the mayor, the city commissioners, the kind of people who smile in parades and stab budgets in back rooms. And more importantly, we're talking about how we, the people, can stop it. Because this good old boys club only works if we keep letting them meet behind closed doors. Let's get into it, shall we? So let's break it down. What does corruption in town leadership actually look like? It's not always stacks of cash and duffel bags. Sometimes it's more subtle, like nepotism, hiring a cousin with no qualifications because, hey, he's family. Sometimes it's pay to play. A local business only gets a city contract if they donate to the mayor's re-election campaign. And sometimes it's just good old cronyism. A system where the same 5 people rotate through power like it's musical chairs. I mean, does any of this sound familiar? Some other signs. No bid contracts, closed door meetings, magically disappearing funds, prioritizing developers over residents, firing whistleblowers faster than you can say ethics violation. These aren't accidents, folks. These are systems designed to benefit the few at the expense of the many. And then they thrive in silence. Now here's the thing. Corruption isn't just annoying, it's expensive. It drains your town's money, your trust, and your future. Think about it. When shady deals are made behind closed doors, public parks don't get maintained, schools lose funding, emergency services get cut. Affordable housing, forget about it. It's the residents who pay the price. The potholes stay, but the golf course gets a facelift. The library closes early, but the mayor's office gets a new leather couch. And worse, people stop believing in local government altogether. That's the why bother voting. That's exactly what corrupt leaders want. Because when you don't watch, they don't stop. So who gains from all the shady business? The same people who keep getting reelected despite never doing much. The folks who use their position not to serve, but to control. They benefit by steering city contracts to friends, blocking investigations, dodging accountability like it's dodgeball at a summer camp. And often they use fear. Don't speak up, you'll lose your job. Don't run against us. You'll be smeared. Don't ask questions. It's complicated. Spoiler alert. it's not complicated. It's just crooked. Here's the part where we flip the script. What can the community actually do? Let me give you a few steps on that, shall we? Step 1, start asking questions. Go to the city meetings. Ask who's getting contracts. Ask where the budget is going. If they don't answer, ask again, publicly. It's that simple. Step 2, follow the money. Every town has a budget. Most are public record. Track how money's being spent. See a $50,000 line item for consulting with no explanation. That's a red flag. Step 3, demand transparency. Push for open meetings, published agendas, and ethics oversight. Push for term limits if needed. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, folks. You're not alone. You're not alone in none of this. Talk to neighbors. Form a coalition. Start a Facebook group or town hall series. You don't need 1,000 people. You need 10 consistent ones who won't back down. Run for office or support someone honest who will. Because change doesn't just come from rage. It comes from ballots. Voting. Seriously. If your mayor has been in office longer than your dog's been alive and still hasn't fixed anything, it's time for a change. And let's be clear here. Change is possible. There are towns that cleaned house, residents who forced audits, whistleblowers who stood up and didn't get knocked down. When regular people demand better, things happen. Maybe not overnight, but small cracks break big walls. And remember, even if you don't win the first fight, you're making noise. You're making reminders that somebody is watching. Corruption relies on fear. It relies on silence. It relies on people thinking they can't do anything. But here's the truth. Your voice matters. You don't need a law degree or a megaphone. You need courage. You need community and consistency. Ask the uncomfortable questions. Demand the receipts. Show up. Because if we don't hold the leaders accountable, they stop being leaders. We deserve better towns. We deserve honest leadership. We deserve to stop whispering and start shouting for change. That's all it takes. It's for people to stand up. That's it. You stand up and you fight for what you believe in. And that's it. That's the only thing that's holding you back. If you care about your town and you want to see the change, you can't just sit at home and, well, if I don't do anything, it ain't really going to matter. I'm not going to vote. My vote don't count. That's not going to change anything. And I hear that a lot, folks. Votes don't count. Blah, blah, blah. That's not true. Votes matter. But the next thing that matters is having that right candidate. And that's hard to pinpoint. It really is. I mean, any old regular Joe can come in and make promises. It's if they keep them. That's what matters. Power belongs to the people. All you got to do is act on it. That's it. So if you're sitting at home either reading something you don't like, been out in the town, seen one of our leaders doing something you don't like, or something as simple as not getting anything done. Nothing's going to get done if you stay silent. Silence is their power. They want you to shut up. And if you're not going to hold them accountable, then they're going to continue to do it. Because guess what, folks? They're not getting caught with anything. They're not being blamed for anything publicly. Yeah, they might hear the hearsay on the street, but that ain't bothering them. Because nothing's being shed into light. June 9th, city meeting. If you want to stand up for any kind of change at all, if you want to voice any kind of opinion that you have about the city of Hickman, you got to show up, folks. Say what's on your mind. That's where the power belongs to the people comes from. Because it's just like anything else. In government, our leaders work for us. They work, or they're supposed to work, to please us. And if they're not doing it, they must be told, held accountable. So I want each and every one of you that's tuning in tonight to think about these words as we go into the weekend and come into Monday. Because if you need to voice anything, that'll be the time to do it. Jot it down. Think about it all weekend. Write your questions down that you want answered. And when the time comes, stand up and read each one of them and make them answer it. Don't take, I don't know, as an answer. Ask the questions, folks. Speak your mind. That's all it takes. And I understand that the city of Hickman is not the only one going through this. I've heard several different things from nearby towns. So if you're from the nearby towns of Hickman, I mean, this applies to everyone. This is how you do it. And that's usually why these small towns fall victim to corruption, to laziness of our leaders. Because small towns usually don't think they have any kind of power at all to speak up on anything. Because usually it's on who you know, what family you're from, how much money you got. None of that shit matters, man. Even if you're running for an office, and I've heard it 100 billion times. I don't have the kind of money to do that. Ain't nobody going to vote for me. They don't know who I am. They may not know who you are right now. But if you decide to run for an office, make them know you. That's the part of campaigning, folks. You get out there, you do your research, you make your speeches. And if there are changes that you want to make yourself, read up on it. Make sure that you can deliver these promises before you speak it. 9 times out of 10, that's every candidate's problem. They make these promises just to get elected. And when the time comes, well, hell, they're in office. What do they need to do anything more for? They do what they want. There's too many people out there like that. So it does make it difficult to choose the right candidate. Always. And that's something that We're probably not ever going to be able to change. But all we can do is keep voting, folks. One day we're going to find that leader that's going to change the game for everybody. So, I hope this message finds you well. And I hope it does some good. Just remember, June 9th, 5 o'clock, City Hall. Change is possible, folks. But it starts with the citizens. It starts with the people. The power belongs to the people. Don't let anybody tell you different. So, take this advice as you will. Go through the weekend, think about it. Like I said, write your questions down, get it ready. And we'll see you Monday. Oh, Bubba T loves you to death. Until next time, have a good night.